Hello, and welcome to Accounting 271, HSEM 271. This is a stacked course, which means it shows up in the catalog to two different places, Accounting and Homeland Security Emergency Management, but it's the same course. And it's a new course that was developed by me specifically for the HSEM program to combine a number of accounting topics. And we'll get into that in just a minute. But first, a little bit about myself. I'm Howard Charles Sparks. I go by Charlie. Born and raised in Fairbanks, went to UAF, got an accounting degree here in the early 80s, worked in CPA practice and earned my license, and then I took a job with the Alaska Permanent Fund where I was a senior accountant there before I returned to college and pursued graduate studies. I hold a master's and a PhD in accounting from the University of Iowa. When I graduated, I moved back to Fairbanks and took a faculty position here, and I've been at the School of Management for approximately 22 years. I do have quite a bit of professional experience. I've maintained an active consulting practice and have consulted in a number of areas from accounting-based topics and economics. What about this course? It's new. It's developed specifically for the HSEM program to provide a better set of administrative tools for people in the HSEM program. Particularly, our traditional accounting class is prepare approach, which means we teach students how to prepare financial statements. This course is how to use accounting information, how to interpret it, how to make decisions on it, good decisions based on the accounting. And so we'll cover a little bit about how it's prepared, but that's just to understand where the numbers come from and limitations of those things and some kind of major assumptions that go behind it. And that's the first couple chapters. But it's really important that you get an understanding of what accounting information is, because you're going to need that in your career field. The other parts of the course besides that are governmental. We're going to give a little overview about governmental accounting, because most first responder Homeland Security positions are in the state, local, or federal government. And so you need to be able to be administratively competent. You need to know the differences in governmental accounting. And we're going to spend like a couple weeks on those things. And then finally, we're going to talk about grant writing, because increasingly organizations are expecting administrators to seek outside funding from private and public sources. And so getting a little exposure to grant writing, what it is, how to do it, where to look for money we'll cap off the course at the end of the semester. And again, that'll be a couple of weeks. All right. So our textbook is, if you probably ordered the textbooks, hopefully, is a collection of books. And actually our primary one on the financial accounting is a special custom publication where I selected a really outstanding book in how to understand financial statements and selected approximately half the chapters. So the bottom line is we got an excellent textbook that covers a little bit more information, corporate accounting, but it's got a great course module, well written, lots of graphics, and we got it for half of what the normal price is, because we reduce the chapters. I supplement this with a governmental accounting textbook that I've used in the past, which is very readable and short. It seems like a lot of pages, but they're small pages in big print. And finally, the grant writing book. I anticipate you keep this for future reference, because it's like one of the top grant writing publications that's listed on Amazon and had rave reviews. So I think it's a book that you'll keep long after your academic career is over. Okay, so anyway, on Blackboard, and in the course outline, you'll see that these books are used at different times. We're going to start off with the textbook, Accounting for Emergency Responders, and like I said, that'll be like 10 chapters or so, and that'll be like 2/3 of the course approximately. You'll get an orientation about accounting, why, what, how, and then move on to more advanced topics. And I think our last chapter is on budgeting, and that's an important part, and that leads into our governmental chapters. And so when we do the governmental textbook, there we'll really focus on what's different, and so you won't be like learning a whole bunch of new stuff, but just what's different in a governmental context, and there's some important differences there. So basically the course is broken down into 15 modules. If you look on Blackboard and you pull the course syllabi off of there, you'll see We've got 15 weeks. The first one is pretty light. It's just the first chapter, and there's a quiz in there and an outline. And I'll put the next lecture I'm going to record will be discussing that material. Typically, the way the material is organized is we'll have a chapter assignment, a module will have a chapter assignment, and you'll have approximately 2 weeks. I'll try to give you 2 weeks to complete that work because I know everybody is taking this course to have flexibility. It's important to keep up, though. I mean, you're going to face severe penalties, and it'll be difficult to dig yourself out if you get too many weeks behind. But I wanted to provide flexibility to complete the assignments, the readings, and your course requirements at a time that works best for you. But keep in mind, yeah, you got 2 weeks to submit those assignments that are assigned, or quizzes. And so each folder on Blackboard has those materials, and that's why I'll group them. And the course module behind the textbook for at least the first 10 weeks will have all the assignments and stuff that you'll go into, link up to Blackboard the first time. It's a little bit tricky. I'll got some instructions in there on how to do that. And then you'll be able to just open those quizzes or homeworks and work them, and they'll be submitted to and collected in the grade book. How to get help during the semester? Great question. I have two avenues in mind. One is myself. You can email me, and we can either chat on the phone or handle it over email or text space, or else instant messaging, or else we have an accounting lab that provides assistance to our students on site, and we're going to have those guys online for several hours a week. And when that gets up and running, I'll let you know. And so those are the primary ways to connect. Now I have office hours, and in the syllabi you can you see what those hours are, and my email and phone. And feel free to call me and email me or text me anytime. Okay, so if you have a UAF account, you'll see when I'm logged in, it shows that I'm there and I'm available. So you can send me a message or a text, and we'll connect up and try to get things resolved. What I anticipate happening though is a lot of the questions that involve problems or homework that I've assigned you is I'll try to work those on a whiteboard space, and I'll post those so that other students can view those as well. And you know, and then it'll kind of cut down on the duplication of effort on my side. But by all means, you know, holler at me, get a hold of me when you have questions about anything, whether it's the course syllabi or the textbook. And if anybody doesn't have their textbooks yet, please send me an email or note and let me know so that I can make available the first couple chapters through Blackboard. Okay, I do that because a lot of people don't order the books until class starts up, and so then you're a couple weeks behind getting those. All right, I'm excited to be here. I hope you are too. Look forward to the great semester.